We are joined by men's wrestling head coach Evan Forde. Coach, excited to get the season going. You guys head down to Jamestown this weekend to compete in your first official tournament of the year.
Yeah, this is always an exciting time of the year. We put in a lot of hard work here over the past couple months, and so our guys are anxious to get out there and start competing. So we'll have a couple of open tournaments these next couple of weeks, and then we've got some home events coming up at the end of November and early December. So just excited to get going.
You guys have had the chance to do a little mock open tournament as well as the duels. What have you seen from those inter-squad competitions that you've liked?
I really liked how we prepared for them. I liked our effort on the mat. I think it's easy to kind of hold back when you're wrestling a teammate, and our guys were aggressive and got after it. I thought our conditioning looked good, and we've got some technical things we're working on fixing up, but it was really competitive, both of those. I was real happy with some of the newcomers that looked like they're going to make an impact. At the same point, I think we got a lot of varsity spots that are still up for grabs, so these guys get a chance to go out. We can put as many in a weight class as we want at these opens, and so they kind of work it out themselves.
Talk about this weekend. You said put as many as you can in a weight class. How many guys will hit the mat this weekend, and what do you expect to see?
I think we're around 27 maybe competing, so we're holding a few guys back with some minor injuries. We've been staying pretty healthy. We've got 4 guys I think still playing football, but yeah, we're kind of looking. We've got a little bit younger team this year, but we've got Ethan Wanzer back. He was our 149-pounder. He's a senior team captain. The weight above him is Ryan Herka. He's a senior team captain, returning starter. We've got the weight above him is John Armstrong. He's a team captain. And then above him we've got Gavin Turk, just a true sophomore, but he was our starter last year. Got a lot of great experience and had a great summer training. So we're really going to be relying on that core of leaders to show us the way, especially early on in these tournaments. And we got a lot of some pretty good returners that maybe haven't quite made the lineup before that I think really have opportunity this year. And then, of course, we'll see how some of the newcomers can factor into that.
You mentioned 4 other returners. Anybody else that you are looking at that should step up as a returner and have a good year?
Yeah, there's a few. Andrew Worthington's been looking really good lately, and he's moved down a weight to 133. He's been really looking great. We've got Schaefer Emke, kind of is looking like he is sort of the front runner at 197 now. Those are a couple that I think will work themselves in pretty well. And then a couple transfers that I expect to make a big impact and add to our experience a little bit is Will George. He's a graduate student, transferred in out of Lindsey Wilson. He'll be at 165, and then Carmine Martin has been looking really good. He's a transfer heavyweight up from Missouri Valley, and he looks really great in the wrestling room right now. So we're starting to kind of piece together. I think a freshman at 125, Cole Faircloth, is kind of looking like the front runner right now. He's just been looking really good. So we're going to have some talent and some depth. I think our new guys, I think 13 or so freshmen, but they're spread out across the weight class is really good. So I think that'll help with our depth and with creating competition for the starters, and just overall talent level at each weight class is going to be looking pretty good, I think so.
You mentioned some of the transfers, a couple of the freshmen, almost a full starting lineup that you got there. But Are there any of the newcomers that could be shaking things up for you?
Yeah, I mean, definitely those transfers and Cole Faircloth that I mentioned. But there's quite a few. I mean, there's pretty much a guy at each weight that I think has a chance to at least push the starter and make an impact there. So there's a lot. It's a talented young group.
Talk about this season. Obviously, these open tournaments, a chance to shake things out and see who's the top end guys. But when it gets down to it, it's about those duels week in and week out against one of the best conferences in the nation.
Yeah.
How do you guys stack up against the league this year?
It's going to be interesting to see, and we should see four or five conference opponents this weekend. So we might get to start to see some of those matchups. But winning dual meets in this league, you gotta try and win at least 6 out of the 10 weights, or if you split 5 and 5, then it comes down to bonus points. So one thing we're really emphasizing is trying to get a lot of pins. We want to get more pins this year, and then we're going to have to fight to not give up those bonus points against some of these really tough opponents. And so a lot of it too has to go up, depends on how healthy every team stays in the league. But I'd say we're kind of around middle of the pack right now, but there's so many dual meets that I think could just go either way, and it's a little tough to predict right now, but I think we'll fare pretty well. And then you also want to it's important during these dual meets that you're setting yourself up for a good seed at the region tournament and a good shot at making it through to nationals, because that's obviously the other big aspect of our season.
Obviously, you mentioned the regional tournament. It's unique in wrestling because it's kind of like two competitions. You have the conference competition, and then you have the regionals, which is the burst to nationals. So, how do you prepare for regionals, knowing that it's one day and it really doesn't make an outcome from what the season does?
Yeah, well, the preparation starts with being mentally prepared to go, and that's what you practice each opportunity that you get to compete. And so we get these guys mentally ready to go. We do a scouting report on every athlete in that tournament, so we have a good game plan for each of our opponents. And so it's a matter of, at that time of year, the dual meets is very team-oriented, and when we get to that region tournament, it's time to be a little bit selfish and get yourself ready to go, and try and punch your ticket to the national tournament. But also we're keeping a team score out there. So we want our guys winning every match possible, scoring bonus points so we can finish as high as a team as possible. But getting guys through to the national tournament is not easy, but it's kind of the big light at the end of the tunnel that we're trying to shoot for.
Some All-Americans last couple of years, some guys to nationals the last couple of years. You've had good success. What's a good year for this program this time around?
Yeah, I think the most we've ever brought to nationals in a year is 3, so that's kind of a benchmark that we'd like to hit, but it's definitely more fun going out there with a team rather than just one guy. So yeah, we want to get multiple guys through, but really it's just focusing on each guy individually and what can we do to give them a chance to make it, and then they gotta go out and go after it. So.
Appreciate it, Coach. And remind fans, the team gets into action this weekend, and then home on the 21st of November, hosting the Beaver Bash duels. Great day of wrestling, men and women, all day long. So come on out and support your Beavers.
And then we got 3 home duels, conference home duels in early December after the Thanksgiving week there too. So we'll be here quite a bit this semester.
Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck this year.
Thanks.